shift to spring.
You may not be the most striking in Starspire, but you're always reliable with the time. Good to see you, Knight-to-be. What say we save a town? Our town.
What say you?
All Starspire will immortalize you in legend and song. The almost remnant knight replenished the waters of Starspire when we so needed it most. And the dashing mentor, Lawrence, was most certainly integral too. Check your journal for our needs, but know I'll be here to talk if you'd like.
I'll check my journal. The mentor knew Lawrence as a large reservoir of fresh water that the town of Starspire desperately needs. It's stored in the broken remnants of the temple dedicated to the forsaken god, Melvin. To enter his inner sanctum where the water is stored, the old god must be appeased by means of an offering. A suitable vestige waits somewhere within this wrecked temple. Find the offering to enter the inner sanctum of Melvin's
Quite the door, isn't it? The Forsaken Gods may have abandoned us when we needed them most, but at least they left some awe-inspiring architecture for us to remember them by. Well, minus a few arcane hoops in need of jumping, it's quite simple, really. Behind this egomaniacal maw is more water than you've ever likely seen in your life. Myself and the former knight stationed here on Starspire, we've been building a secret reserve. A whole reservoir, hidden for when we may need it. But this forgotten place was never meant to be a cistern. Grand temples like this one were made so the kingdoms of man would bow before stone effigies and present offerings, buried underground away from the light of Lysis. And so, Knight-to-be, we must find an offering somewhere in this temple and place it in that bowl there.
I'll see what I can find. Player and enemies can take critical damage. Critical hits now deal heavy damage. Critical hits occur when you attack an enemy from behind. Critical hits can be triggered by special effects. Find spellbooks to learn new spellblade effects. Use found spellbooks to acquire spellblade effects. Open your spellblade menu to view and switch your equipped effects. You can assign an effect for attack, block, and dodge individually. Once you gain access to a rune cover, they can level up your spellblade effects to make them even more powerful. Hit will receive burn damage of 2.3 per tick for 10 seconds. Fire leaves behind a line that is fire that lasts 6 seconds and deals 5 per tick. Scorch Earth. After a successful block, a burst of flame spreads from you for 3 meters, dealing 3 damage. Take the firewall. Probably gonna use that. Alright, got all 3. Press R to activate Spellblade. Press R to activate Spellblade. When you have an active Spellblade charge, your next attack, block, or dodge action will be augmented with powerful effects. You can activate multiple Spellblade charges at once and string together multiple Spellblade augmented abilities. Each ability will consume a Spellblade charge.
Dear knight to be, your presence warms my soul, but not a cracking thing for my fingers. Frigid, wretched place this temple, even with the Church of Lisa still in embers right above the very spot where we stand. Horrible thing that, the fire. And that fire, it's left us with all this, an entire river of runoff, ashen, sickened runoff. My, we threw all the water we had at that fire, didn't we? At At least we're still alive.
What are you doing down here? Can we drink from this underground?
We can't, no. Ash and debris aside, the water carries the corruption of the night plague. One drink, you might start to have shadowed thoughts. The full belly of it, you will not be you anymore. We can't let a soul in Starspire drink from this. I'm still holding out hope that I can salvage something from the church above in this runoff. We lost a lot of memories in that blaze, and a friend, too. Even if he did, Watty. Well, anyway, there's a chest that's caught in the debris at the mouth of this runoff. Maybe worth your while. Stay safe as well, and don't forget, use your bells if you're in need.
You are a gem, I'll admit. But I doubt Melrom will consider you a suitable offering. Always my ward. Ever, always. Ha! So you're testing this old knight's brain again, are you? Check what I said the first time against...
Select a room. Select a piece of armor. Jutsu power when you kill an enemy increases your damage dealt by 7.5 for 30 seconds. It's not good to
'Done, Knight-to-be. Well done. The water, it's just through here. Come, this way. Behold, the reason Starspire will never dry up. This system is... No. No. Lysis, no! Corrupt corpses. There, in the water. Fallen from the church fire. If we act quickly, most of the reserve can be saved. Work quickly. Beast from the waters. To arms! Beast from the waters. To arms!
We've got to get you out of here.
Lawrence has been wounded.
Whatever that creature was, it was the sickened water that made it. We must drain the reservoir. All of the water. Drain it all. Night to be. Go!
I'll take care of it, Lawrence. Nice. Clipchamp. Unholy magnetism allows a bear to automatically receive glint that was extracted from a suit. A scripture with written poems to Isis can be traded to priests for powerful blessings. Speak with a member of the church to equip the talisman. That's it for the beginning video. Took 1 hour to get there. Thank you for your time, everyone. This is MuddyCreature with no shirt on today. If I release this to YouTube, there will be no as of the rules of YouTube. So just marinate before anything like that happens. As MuddyCreature, I used to be J Smoke. J Smoke plays cool games like this. Apparently, as MuddyCreature now, who I am. Check it out later. I'll be, get you guys around. Peace.